Welcome back to the channel. It's LukeTheDuke, and I'm really pressed for time today, so instead of a full slate of various Starfield topics to discuss, I want to use this one to draw your gaze to just two items, but they were both well-deserving of your time, including the low-key great news from Xbox concerning Starfield and its new designation, and the other, well, we expected it to happen today. Who knows? Maybe it was delayed, but we need to go over these upcoming Bethesda Starfield video predictions. I've never had any of my videos receive so much attention in the first 24 hours as what you showed my last Starfield upload, and I wanted to thank you so much for that support. In case you haven't done so already, remember to hit subscribe and ring the notifications bell to receive my latest upload alerts. Likes, comments, shares are always greatly appreciated. I've included chapters to make your viewing experience as easy as possible, and here we go. First is this low-key addition to the Xbox store for Starfield, and it involves the game now being designated as an Xbox Play Anywhere title. And if I remember correctly, this was a major talking point back when Xbox Ones roamed the earth. It kind of fell into that Microsoft Xbox initiative to lessen some of the biggest concerns with console gaming, like cross-play and backwards compatibility. In that broader discussion is where Play Anywhere was kind of lost and overshadowed, not because it wasn't a worthy addition to Xbox gaming in terms of flexibility, but more so because there just weren't that many big new games to showcase it. Now, before we get into this any further, it's important to understand exactly what Play Anywhere is and naturally how it's going to benefit gamers. And the TLDR version here is, if you purchase a Play Anywhere digital game, that's very important, a digital game through the Xbox or Windows Store, it's yours to play on both Xbox and Windows PC at no additional cost, without the need to buy the game twice. So, you buy the digital copy, in this case of Starfield, you install it on both your Xbox and PC, and you can move back and forth between the two. You can also pick up where you left off on another Xbox or PC, bringing all your saves, game add-ons like DLC and achievements with you by saving to Xbox Live, where the save waits for the next time you log into your chosen device. And oh, by the way, all of this is restricted to the Xbox platform, so sadly, if you own Starfield on Steam, this will not work for you. And before we move on, for a bit of context, let's be clear here. Play Anywhere is different from Xbox Remote Play and XCloud. So let's just quickly break those two down so there's no confusion. Xbox Cloud Gaming requires a Game Pass subscription. I believe you need the Ultimate plan, and functions as a streaming service. So you are actually playing the game on Microsoft servers, and the audio-video output is then streamed to you, while your inputs are then streamed back to control the game. Needless to say, having a strong internet connection is essential for xCloud to function properly. Remote Play varies in that it runs your games on your console, but you can then stream your games from your console to be played via other devices like a PC, tablet, or smartphone, along with an Xbox controller. Now, you are limited to your console's network, versus xCloud, where you can play anywhere as long as you have internet, but Remote Play tends to have less latency. Anyways, explanation over. Let's next tackle the discussion of why Play Anywhere could be more value to you than you know, besides the fact that you get to buy the digital copy once and then have the ability to either play it on your Xbox or PC and pick up seamlessly where you previously left off, which in itself is a really strong selling point. But the area of Play Anywhere and how it could dramatically benefit Starfield owners is in the area of mods and mod support. Now, the Bethesda modding community is extremely robust, and with previous BGS titles, we've seen huge numbers of mods being made available to owners of these games. It is literally one of the most well-known facets of Bethesda games. Look at Skyrim. 10 years later, and the modding community is still pumping out huge rework mods, visuals, my personal favorite of Macho Man Dragons. I mean, the sky's the limits here, and we should also expect that same level of mod madness with Starfield. Not wanting to get overly technical here, but mods use script extenders, and there is some debate as to whether an Xbox can use them. There's some that swear mods will work just fine on Xbox, even using a Game Pass copy, I honestly don't know, as I don't own one, but I've read that there are many complaints that players who wanted to use mods were unable to do so on Xbox, and here's where Play Anywhere could step in and help out. If the mods aren't working properly, assuming that you have a PC rig that can handle Starfield, you would then be able to install the mods onto your PC, which has no issues reading script extenders, and enjoy the modded Starfield you want to play. The fact that Starfield is flashing this little-known designation is no small item, and could signal a workaround for Xbox PC owners if they run into issues using mods on their console versions of the game. Let me know if you've played previous Bethesda titles like Fallout or Skyrim on your consoles with mods, and have you had any issues installing and using them? Are the mod libraries much smaller on console versus PC? Anyways, let me know in the comment section how modding your console versions of Bethesda games worked out for you. Quickly switching gears, and if you've been following the work of Reddit user ASD8DHD, they were the one that correctly predicted we would see those 3 Starfield animated shorts that Bethesda dropped on the community last week. Now, based on those predictions, they also spelled out a series of 3 more videos they said would go live today. Sadly, they didn't, leading some to wonder if they had been delayed and will be aired tomorrow, or if it was Bethesda reading the predictions and purposely delaying the go-live date just to throw off the entire prediction post. Now, besides including an exact go-live time prediction, ASD8DHD spelled out in incredible detail the summaries of the next 3 videos we should expect, featuring a central character for each as they move through the stories centered on the House of the Enlightened, Sanctum Universum, which by the way are both located in New Atlantis, and the third was this one, outlining a member of House Va'ruun, aka the Snake Guys. And we've seen them featured in the Starfield Direct presentation as a faction that is heavily militarized and makes extensive use of technology like armed robotics. And just listen to a portion of these plot predictions because they are so packed with details. This time, we are a skilled assassin specializing in the use of swords and daggers. We have been sent to hunt down and kill our target, who we have managed to locate. They are in a heavily guarded building, but this is nothing we haven't dealt with before. After finally killing our mark, we are ambushed by a small group of mercenaries who have followed us into the building. We take several direct hits, which barely even slows us down, and after dispatching the mercenaries, we check for wounds. The location of one such wound reveals that we are actually part alien due to controversial experimentation we foolishly agreed to participate in a few years ago. Now, each one of these summaries is just as descriptive, and I will leave a link to their Reddit post so you can go check all of these out for yourselves. And if or when Bethesda does post these videos as predicted, expect a follow-up here on the channel. By the way, that last bit about the Va'ruun sustaining the battle wounds, experiments that have augmented their physiques, that's all really interesting to me. We've been seen in the previous Starfield trailers doing battle with the Va'ruun, but what level of interaction will we have with this faction? I mean, can we join them and receive those same battle improvements? I mean, if so, I'm all in. But as always, I want to hear your thoughts about anything I laid out in today's video. Sound off in the comment section below. Remember to hit subscribe and ring the notifications bell to receive my future upload alerts. Likes, comments, shares are always appreciated. All my socials can be found in the video description. Shout out to the now over 130,000 of you that have stuck with me and hit subscribe. Another huge thanks for all the awesome support you've been showing my Starfield uploads. And a special thanks goes out to my patrons over on Patreon. Until the next one, this is LtBuzzLitebeer, signing off.